Did you know that procrastination could be the secret to your success? Well, probably not, but let's consider it anyway. Often, we're told that procrastination is the thief of time, a negative trait that keeps us from achieving our goals. And sure, there's some truth to that, but what if I told you that there's more to procrastination than meets the eye? What if it's not always the villain it's made out to be? Let's flip the script here and introduce a new concept. Productive procrastination. Sounds like an oxymoron, right? But hear me out. Imagine a scenario where you're faced with a task. You could dive right in or you could procrastinate. You choose the latter, but while you're procrastinating, your mind is subconsciously processing the task. You're not actively working on it, but your brain is. And when you finally sit down to tackle the task, you find that you're brimming with fresh ideas and perspectives. That's productive procrastination. Think it's too good to be true? Let's look at some real-life examples. Take Steve Jobs, for instance. He was a known procrastinator, but look at what he achieved. His procrastination wasn't a roadblock, it was a catalyst for innovation. Or consider Frank Lloyd Wright, the renowned architect. He designed one of his most famous works, Falling Water, in a mere 2 hours after procrastinating for almost 9 months. Clearly, procrastination didn't hamper their success, it propelled it. Now, I'm not suggesting that we all start procrastinating willy-nilly. No, that's not the point. What I'm suggesting is that we rethink our perception of procrastination. It's not always a negative trait. It can be a tool, a means to foster creativity and innovation. It can be a stepping stone to success if used wisely. So, next time you find yourself procrastinating, remember you might just be on the brink of your next big idea or not. Who knows? Ever wondered how to achieve absolutely nothing? Well, you're in luck because we're going to discuss just that. Or maybe we're not. Welcome to the art of doing nothing, or as the Dutch would say, niksen. Now, before you brush it off as a lazy person's guide to life, let's delve a bit deeper. In our fast-paced world, we are constantly bombarded with tasks, deadlines, notifications, and pressure to be productive every minute of every day. But what if I told you that doing nothing could be more beneficial than you think? That's right. The Nixon approach isn't about being idle or lazy. It's about allowing yourself to just be, to look out of the window, to let your mind wander, to simply exist without any intention or goal. In essence, it's about taking a break from the constant hustle and bustle of life to recharge and rejuvenate. So why is doing nothing so important? Well, studies suggest that it can lead to increased productivity, improved mental health, and even foster creativity. When you allow your mind to wander, you give it the space to form new connections, to solve problems, and to come up with innovative ideas. Think about it. How many times have you had a brilliant idea while taking a shower or walking in the park? That's your mind benefiting from the art of doing nothing, making connections and coming up with solutions when you least expect it. Moreover, Nixon can also help reduce stress and anxiety. By taking the time to just be, to listen to the sounds around you, to feel the breeze on your skin, you allow yourself to be present in the moment, to disconnect from the pressures of life and to reconnect with yourself. So the next time you're doing nothing, remember, you're actually doing something incredibly important. Or are you? Imagine walking into an ice cream shop with 31 flavors. Sounds great, right? Well, think again. In our modern world, we're often presented with an abundance of choices. From the ice cream shop with 31 flavors to the online shopping platform with thousands of products. The sheer volume of options can be overwhelming. This is what's known as the paradox of choice. On the surface, it seems like having more choices would be better. But in reality, it can lead to stress and anxiety. Now let's dive deeper into this fascinating paradox. You see, when we have too many options, we tend to worry about making the wrong choice. We get caught up in a cycle of indecision and second guessing. And even when we finally do make a choice, we're often left with a lingering feeling of regret, wondering if one of the other options might have been better. This isn't just speculation either. There's actual science behind it. Several studies have shown that having fewer choices can lead to greater satisfaction. One famous study involved a jam tasting booth. When offered 6 types of jam, people were more likely to purchase than when they were offered 24 types. More choices, it seems, can actually deter us from making a decision at all. So, what does this mean for us? Well, it suggests that perhaps we should strive for simplicity rather than complexity. Instead of seeking out more options, we might be better off reducing our choices. This can help to reduce stress and increase satisfaction. But remember, this doesn't mean that all choice is bad. Choice is a fundamental part of freedom and autonomy. It's about finding the right balance. Too few choices and we feel restricted. Too many and we feel overwhelmed. So next time you're overwhelmed with choices, remember, less is more. Or is it? So we've talked about procrastination, doing nothing, and the paradox of choice. Or have we really? In this labyrinth of ideas, we've tiptoed around the dance of contradictions. The power of contradiction, a potent tool that can ignite curiosity and stimulate critical thinking. It's like a spark in a dark room, illuminating unseen corners of thought. We've mentioned procrastination, yet challenged you to act. We've explored the art of doing nothing while encouraging you to do something. We've delved into the paradox of choice, yet suggested that sometimes no choice is the best choice. Confusing, isn't it? But that's the beauty of contradiction. It's not about right or wrong. It's about questioning, exploring, and challenging. It's about embracing the discomfort of uncertainty and finding joy in the exploration. It's about seeing the world not in black and white, but in a kaleidoscope of colors. So remember, the next time you find yourself in a contradiction, embrace it. It might just lead to your next big idea, or it might not, who knows?